Hey everybody, welcome to Sad Panda Presents. This is a podcast about music that we're going to talk about some different albums we're listening to. Right now we're off the list and we are listening to the album Seven's Travels by Atmosphere. Fair warning, we use some coarse language sometimes, and my name is Andrew.
And I'm Shane.
So what's going on, man?
Not a lot of Bubba. I had planned on doing a lot of work at the lake today.
Okay.
But apparently, like, we're kind of fixing up a bunch of houses and doing like renovation.
Yeah.
So like last weekend, a friend of mine and I, we put up some drywall and insulation and stuff like that. And, we had planned on that. However, it pretty much this entire week said it was going to be like crazy thunderstormy and terrible all day today.
Yeah.
And so like I had planned on doing other things because it was going to rain. But it turned out to be a beautiful day. It was like an awesome, like South Texas, spring day. So it was like 87, high of like 95.
Sweet.
Like it was really sunny, like, and, we had, in town, we had this, we had a Lotteria festival.
Okay.
Are you very familiar with Lotteria?
No,
My good
no, I'm not.
man, Andrew?
No, I'm not.
You don't. Do you know of it at all?
I've never really heard of a festival around it.
But you know of the game.
Kind of. I've seen it. I've never really played it unless it was called something else when I played it.
So it's kind of like Mexican bingo.
Yeah.
But instead of like B6 or, or O42 or whatever.
Right.
It's all just symbols.
Okay.
So it's like really cool for like white people like me because it's only nouns. So it's like corazon, like the heart, and it's like a picture of an actual heart, or borracho, the drunk, or diablo, the devil, or mano, the hand. And so there was a Lotteria festival in downtown Kingsville today.
Fucking A, Cotton.
Which was really cool. Like, it was really fun. And, my brother and his wife came down with their two kids. And then, my roommate's, kid and I went, and they got to hang out and play. And, it was really cool. Like, and my other brother Daryl was there with his daughter, and we all just got to meet up. And, my buddy Derek, I haven't seen him in like 2 months. We got to, just to hang out. But was really cool. It was like on the main drag of Kingsville. Okay. But you can walk around and drink beer.
Nice. That's what's up.
Yeah. They blocked it off so we could actually like walk around with like beers in our hand and drink.
Like the downtown area by Harold's Drugs and all that shit?
Oh yeah. Mm-hmm. Like the main drag. Yeah, for sure.
Okay.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. So like there was like, I think one of the owners of the bars, the Spur, Leo.
Yeah.
I think he said it. I think he used his license and they zoned it off right where that old art gallery place was.
Oh, fucking A. All right.
So right there, they basically just put up like a little podium, like a double-sided podium, and then you could buy like the aluminum can beers, like the 16-ounce beers.
Yeah.
And like the Smirnoff passion fruits or whatever. It was so cool.
Yeah, if they did shit like that more often downtown, businesses would stay in business down there.
For sure. I mean,
you know what I mean?
And that's
like,
the whole. I feel like argument.
I feel like that's always been like a tough area to like keep a business open, except for like the Saddle Shop and Harold's and shit. But other than that, like, man, businesses that start up there just fucking go out of business.
Yeah, if you didn't start in the 40s, you're done.
Yeah.
But the thing is, like, apparently there's like some 1923 charter, like a Kingsville, like, law that the King Ranch donated the main drag, like the main drag where like all the old buildings are.
Right.
They donated it, but there was a clause in there that you could not sell alcohol. No matter what business is there, you cannot sell alcohol.
Ah, okay. That explains a lot.
And you gotta think, that was like Prohibition era, like early Prohibition, where they were like super about that kind of stuff.
Right.
However, as it turns out, like watching any bar rescue or whatever, or going to any major city, all the bars that are all in one strip, they all make more money, even though they're right next to each other, they make more money as opposed to like where Kingsville, it's like, it's all like satellited.
Yeah,
So
man.
like you have one bar on the north side, one bar on the east side, one bar on the south side, one bar on that side.
Yeah, well, I mean, you gotta look at it like, okay, look at fucking 6th Street in Austin. It's nothing but fucking bars and restaurants and tattoo shops and shit like that. And everybody gravitates there to fucking go hang out and party because you can bar hop by walking. You don't have to fucking risk driving anywhere. Like, there's other shit to do, during the day. Not a lot, but there's shit to do. Like, and it's just fucking, you can go in and out of bars and shit and people want to do that. So the way Kingsville's set up, like, that's another reason why some bars sometimes have a hard time surviving is like, fuck, where else are you gonna go? Like, if this bar sucks, well, I gotta drive all the way the fuck across town.
Exactly.
So,
and it's just, but yeah, exactly. That's why like Northgate works. That's why 6th Street works. That's why, what's that, the one in Oklahoma?
I don't know.
I can't remember.
Bourbon Street, Louisiana.
Bourbon Street, like, well, the whole quarter, essentially. Yeah. It's all debauchery and stuff like that. But I mean, they have historic stuff too, but.
For sure.
Anyway, but so it was really cool. I got to see Darla, my old business partner, and I didn't get to see her baby, but I got to see her, and she's good. And it was, I don't know, I just got to see a bunch of people I don't normally see. And it was really cool to catch up with people.
Fucking A, man. Well, so hopefully Kingsville will like get their shit together and do that kind of thing more often.
It is what it is. It is what it is.
Yeah.
But it was a fun day, and it was a fun day.
Good.
And
glad to hear.
I did get some stuff done at the lake, not a lot. I got up at like 6:30 this morning because the sun is an asshole. So I got up and I was going to start, doing stuff, and I was like, you know what? Let me throw a couple lines out, cause I think at that point, I was going to be the only one there. And I was like, you know what? Let me throw a couple lines out and see if I can catch some fish.
Right.
So I throw out some lines, and then I pulled out the air rifle to shoot some turtles, cause to hell with them.
Okay.
And about 20 minutes after I do that, it dawned on me that I don't have a fishing license.
Ah.
And I was like, oh crap. So I reeled him back in. I ran to the state park, which is like a mile and a half away.
Right.
And I was like, hey, I need a fishing license like real bad. And then, come to find out, everybody's in town. Nobody wanted to go up to the lake, and everybody's going to it was going to be in Kingsville. Like my brother's in town and stuff like that for the festival. And I was like, oh, okay, well that, and they have the legacy ball at the university.
Right.
So
okay.
I was like, okay, well, I really don't feel a need to stay here. So I might as well just come back to Kingsville early and hang out and that kind of stuff.
Fucking A, man.
So yeah, man, had an awesome day off.
Fucking A, that's awesome.
Yeah. I'm batting 1,000 today, man. How about you, Bubba?
Well, we also have a really fucking nice day. We had a really nice day. I didn't go out anywhere because I don't do that. But we probably had like a high of 70, which is fucking awesome. It was, nice and sunny. So that was cool. And, so I got up and I realized when I was eating breakfast, I was like, oh fuck. We're supposed to release an episode today, so, I need to edit that shit. So I got that out. That was around noon, and then I just started working in the workshop, and, my workshop is basically a enclosed, like, patio sunroom kind of thing. It's tiny, but, like, it's all windows, essentially, so it was really nice just, like, having the sun all day long. It was awesome.
Get that vitamin D, dog.
Fucking A, man.
Hell yes, well, I think that's why I'm like not gassing out right now, because I've just had I feel like since December, I've had weekends off and like working, like trying to do like remodeling stuff and all that. It's just been like gray and nasty. And today was like the first day where it was like beautiful and sunny and like, it was just perfect. Today's aces right now.
For sure, man. Yeah. Like
it might spiral down real quick, real fast. However, I am riding the high right now.
Well, fucking A, man. That's fucking good to hear. So yeah. Fucking, you want to get into it?
Sure. Can I do a little background stuff if you don't mind?
Sure. Go for it.
Okay. So heads up, this is a me pick, so I'm a super fanboy, like I
Right.
do. This album was released in 2003, I think in September,
Mm-hmm.
and it's the third album from Atmosphere proper, I believe.
Okay.
And it's I think the only album released on Epitaph, and Epitaph Records is like, they're more like emo-y. Like they do a lot of emo bands, like in the early 2000s, mid 2000s. They did a lot of like those like drop D, emo, screamo kind of stuff, kind of bands.
Okay.
So are you very versed in Roadrunner records?
Not
Do you know
really. Like,
their stuff?
man, I don't really follow
Record labels?
companies, and yeah, I don't really do that shit. I'm just
Well,
like, hey, I like this band, whatever.
So Epitaph, like I said, they're more emo. So like, I want to kind of put this analogous to Roadrunner. And Roadrunner, they're more, they do bands like Slipknot, like Mushroom Head, that kind of like heavy metal kind of stuff.
Okay.
But they also have Nickelback. So they're going to have all these like heavy metal bands and then Nickelback.
Right.
So I feel like this is what Epitaph kind of did, like in that same Roadrunner vein. Like they have a lot of emo stuff,
Right.
but we're gonna produce this hip hop album,
Okay. Okay.
and so it's kind of like what? But this is the one and only from Atmosphere from them, and I believe I think actually the album before this, and then all the rest are produced on Rhyme Sayers, which is a group of hip hop, which is a hip hop only record company.
Okay.
And then there's like, and they do like Murs is on there, Brother Ali, I think Stage Francis, Ideas and Abilities, a bunch of different underground hip hop artists are all under Rhyme Sayers. But I don't
Okay.
know why this one was weird, but it was. I didn't
Okay.
really do a lot of research as to why, but okay. So, this is Atmosphere. He grew up in Minnesota.
Yep.
He is very much a big fan of Minnesota, as we'll get into.
Yep.
And this album for me, like, this is going to be heavy nostalgia glasses. Again, I'm a fanboy, and this is like the first album I really, really got into him with.
Right.
So I kind of lean heavier on here. And when we were kind of deciding, just kind of to peek behind the curtains a little bit, I was kind of on the fence between two different albums.
Right. Right.
The other one was God Loves Ugly,
Mhm.
which I think, for me personally, I think the lyrics are better. Like as far as the words and what he's trying to say,
Right.
is just better.
Okay.
However, I feel like in Seven's Travels, it really balances. Like the lyrics kind of are a little bit not as great, but the beats are better.
Okay.
Because I feel like in God Loves Ugly, the words are very prominent, but the beats are kind of lacking. But then like on this one, I feel like the producer or his DJ Ant,
Okay.
because there's two people. There's Slug, the singer, and there's Ant, the producer.
All right.
And Ant kind of, what I feel like as like a general overview of this album is that they kind of understand, they've gotten to this point where they understand each other.
Okay.
So like in some songs, you're going to hear like the lyrics are going to be more pronounced and the beat's going to be a little lacking.
Okay.
And then in some songs, it's just dead on. And then on other songs, like the beats are really good and it kind of overshadows the lyrics because the lyrics are kind of lacking.
Yeah.
And I feel like that's,
Go ahead.
I just feel like that's kind of like they've really they're trying to hit this equilibrium of trying to make a really good album, and they know like their faults in some songs, so they try to they try to up the really good to overcast the faults, and then vice versa. But I feel like when they come together, like there's some songs when they come together, it's just perfect. Like it's really good.
Well, I mean, that's always the best orgasm, right? When you come together.
For sure. Oh yeah, for sure. When you're both fucking shaking, like
Yeah.
like when your toes curl and you get a fucking Charlie horse at the same time.
Yep.
Hell yeah, bro. Absolutely. And then she spits in your mouth. Hell yeah. I mean, what?
Well, there's nothing you can do about it when you're tied to the bedpost, right? So
that is true. Hey, sometimes she knows exactly when to pull that shampoo bottle out of your ass.
So yeah, no, I feel like I do feel like they know how to play off each other, and the music in this one, like the kind of style that they try to mold their beats and their rhythms into, they branch out into a few different genres at least. It was pretty dynamic. So you kind of weren't sure, like it didn't. There wasn't a lot of like abrupt changes. What's up?
Pause.
Okay.
Hold on. Now. Oh shit! I forgot.
You're good. You're good.
All right, now we're good.
Okay.
Okay.
So yeah, it's dynamic. There's not like severely abrupt changes in tone, that I really noticed, but they flow through different, kind of background rhythms, like different genres of rhythm, I should say, in a way that like is pretty well fucking executed. This album definitely, so, I mean, we recorded last night and decided upon this album. Thursday night. Something, I don't know. So I had like a fucking day and a half to listen to this. And, I've listened to it probably 3 or 4 times. It's got its highs and lows for me for sure. These guys are talented. So, yeah, highs and lows. But they do try at least to touch on some different genres, and they pull in some interesting, instruments and shit like that. Like, they don't just keep out on a drum set and that's it. So I thought that was nice.
Mm-hmm.
But,
yeah, for sure. And I do like how they, since this is Sevens Travels, they keep the airport and the airline theme throughout. Like,
yeah.
So in some songs you'll hear like airline stuff, and then there's a song about drinking at an airport bar, and like,
yeah,
like, because there's a lot of songs of, I mean, I like that he keeps with the theme of traveling.
I like,
if that makes sense.
Yeah, I like the theme. I could kind of take or leave the airport stuff. It was kind of blah, whatever for me on just like the random like airport announcements and shit. I could take it or leave it.
Okay. No, that's fine.
I understood why they did it, to keep the theme of the album. I understand why they would want it in there to like kind of add a little extra spice to the album. I just didn't care. I just want to hear the songs. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I get you. And I mean, yeah,
don't get me wrong. Like, there's sometimes when I think like throwing little skits in there is good, and I think they again executed it well. It just I don't know, just whatever, you know.
They stuck with a theme and they fucking kept to it. Whether you think it's blah or not, they did stick with the theme, and I give them kudos for that.
Yeah, for sure.
You know what I mean? Okay.
So fucking the first song is History, or maybe we should just say like the fucking introduction to this album.
Yeah, it's kind of like sort of like what the Beastie Boys did with To All the Girls.
Yeah.
It's kind of like, it's like an opening, like nice and easy, smooth piano bit with like the airport themes they set the tone that there's going to be airport themes, and it has that like kind of like 60s smooth R&B jazzy kind of feel.
Yeah.
And they kind of bring that back a bunch.
Yeah, they do. They really do.
Like they stick to that 50s to 70s
smooth
R&B jazz funky stuff, like for the most part.
For sure. And that was something I did like that theme throughout, was the smooth jazz. Like that kind of resonated with me, especially on certain songs. But yeah, as far as this being an intro to the album, I appreciated it the first couple times I listened to the album, and then after that I just skipped through it.
Yeah, I mean there's not a lot going, just like, hey, this is what you're getting into.
Right,
this is kind of the feel of the entire album.
Right.
There's going to be a bit of this and there's going to be a bit of that. And I mean, cause like Slug rhymes a little bit, but he's not saying like there's history and being bad. But beyond that, there's not like, he doesn't really get very cerebral, but it's kind of showcasing like Ant's talent of producing, which I really like.
And honestly, the reason I'm probably kind of meh on, when, artists do this, this kind of like skit style themes throughout is probably just because for this show, I'm listening to the same album back to back to back to back. But again, like first and second time, like listening through this album, I did appreciate all of that stuff. It just kind of wears on you when you're listening to it 4 times in a row. You know what I mean?
For sure. And I mean, but I feel like, but that's going to happen with any album we listen to. You're just going to,
for sure.
When you hear something, like if you hear a song you don't like, but you have to listen to it 4 times to like really understand it.
Right.
It gets grating. And
I think that's going to be similar with like when eventually I decide that we want to do Joe's Garage, for Zappa. Like he has a skit through the entire thing. Like every song, has the skit part of it. And it's usually at the end of the song, so you can just skip to the next song once the song's over. Cause he doesn't break them off as separate tracks. I think that would have been too much work back in the day. But yeah, so like the first few times I listened to that album, I fucking love that shit. And then now when I go back and listen, I'm like, okay, yeah, I remember this. This is pretty cool, but I still skip through some of it just because it's like, okay, well, I've heard this story already. But it's fun, at least the first time.
For sure. And there is a song like that on this album for me that I totally didn't remember had actual lyrics. I just thought it was like a bit.
Okay.
And then I listened to it again. I was like, shit, I forgot he rapped on this.
So that's the intro to the album. And then it leads into trying to find a balance.
Yeah. What'd you think about it, bud?
I thought it was okay. It's a song about fucking, or at least that's what I got out of it. He does roll off some pretty decent lines in this album, like some pretty good fucking lines. I didn't write any down, but, I don't know, the hook, the chorus, if you want to call it, is decent. It was alright. But overall, this is just kind of an okay song for me. The theme was fun. And his raps are pretty clever. His rhymes are unique at points. Yeah, it was okay.
Okay, for sure. Okay. Yeah, not my favorite song on the album, but, I think this is a good, understanding of atmosphere.
Okay.
Because there's what he has been, in this album, he's kind of toning down his cleverness because he felt like he was being so cerebral that people didn't understand what he was trying to say.
Okay.
And so he kind of dumbs it down a little. He kind of takes it back, like on Lucy Ford and God Loves Ugly. Like he's like God Loves Ugly for sure. Like he's very, it's like lyric heavy. And this one, he kind of takes it back because he felt like he wasn't really connecting with people because he didn't understand, he felt like people didn't understand what he was trying to say.
Okay.
So like, but he does talk about having sex, but I think it's not just like fucking like a rap song because like when he says, would you be interested in some sexual positions and emotional investments?
Yeah, that's true.
Like he's not just talking about like, hey, I'm gonna fuck this bitch fuck her on the sheets, fuck her on the floor, or whatever the fuck. He's like, no, like.
I did like his reference to Pac-Man, Miss Pac-Man. That was fun.
When everybody, the ghost trying to catch some Miss Pac-Man.
Yeah, I thought that was fun. It was, again, just kind of an okay song.
Yeah, for sure. And, I want to say in the second verse, he talks about, he's talking about different rappers. And, so the line is, so now I keep a close eye on my pets because they make most of their moves off of instincts and sense. It's eat, sleep, fuck on self-defense. So straight, blah, blah, blah. So
I thought that was pretty fun.
What he's trying to get across, like big record label rappers, they're preying on the masses. Like just let's prey on the blind, deaf, dumb, dead.
Right.
Like, and then, he's just talking shit about corporate, like big corporate rap.
Okay.
He's just talking shit really.
Okay.
About how they're not saying anything, if that makes sense. Yeah. It's just misogyny, shit. But okay. I don't know. I found that the like, especially when the say emotional investments, that's more refreshing than just straight, I'm gonna fuck you this, I'm gonna fuck you.
Yeah.
we gonna fuck, but there's gonna be some shit. There's gonna be some shit too. but I completely agree with you that that this isn't the best song on the album, but I think it's, from what I understand, it's one of his more popular songs. Especially, well, it's the most popular song from this album.
Okay.
And it kind of, it gears people into getting into.
I can see that.
Anyway, so let's go ahead and move on to Bird Sings Why the Cage I Know.
Yeah. So this
what
song
did you think about this one?
This song is kind of angry. And I mean, I think he does an alright job here. I just didn't really fucking like it.
You didn't like it?
Not really. It was kind of meh for me.
Okay.
Don't get me wrong, like, it was alright, like, but I don't know. It wasn't as good as the last song.
Okay. I love this song.
Okay.
Cause this is a good old fashioned fuck you breakup song.
It definitely is. Yeah, for sure.
And he is very soft.
And I mean, like, doing the whole bird thing, it's clever, you know, I guess. I don't know I guess I'm not from a time when we, refer to, women as birds. So I don't know. I get the reference, but it's not something I'm familiar with. But he does like do some cute wordplay with it. So.
Oh, for sure. I mean, it's very dark and kind of dismal. And I mean, and he's very jaded about a breakup.
Yeah, for sure.
Like, he's really jaded. It's very angry, which I mean, you know, I've been there.
Yeah. No, I think we all have.
Yeah.
You know.
And I like, but it with the whole idea, it's kind of a play on the Maya Angelou's autobiography, I Know Why the Caged Bird Sings.
Oh, okay, sure.
And it's kind of him being spiteful, like, fuck you, why do you get to sing? Like, just because she's free now.
Right.
Like, he's mad that she's free. Does that make sense?
Yeah, like, she's free in the sense that she's not trapped by you anymore. Fuck you for saying that kind of thing. Yeah.
Exactly, yeah. I really liked it. I think it's fun. It's very dark, but I liked it.
I guess if I was like recently broken up, that this would be a good song. But I'm not, so I don't know. It doesn't resonate as well.
I got you. No, I get it. I get you. Okay, so let's go ahead and move on to Reflections.
Yeah.
How did you feel about this one?
I like this song. I thought it was a really good song. It's kind of funky. Not like totally in the realm of funk, but it's kind of funky. Like, let's see. There was a line from here that got my goat, and I don't.
I know exactly what it is.
It's not going to be the line for the album. But it's like, don't get me wrong. It would be my pleasure to sing a song that could remove your shoes and sweater. I thought that was fun. I thought that was a really fun line. And
there's also another one.
Okay.
You look like you were built for me. You talk like you want to steal my drink. You kiss like you already came.
Yeah, you kiss like you already came. That was a good line too. So I enjoyed this. I thought the beat was really good, or the rhythm, well, both. Cause it's on that edge of funk, but it's still retaining like that early jazz kind of feel to it. So this was a good song for me.
Yeah. And I like how it was, I just like his perception of this. He's like hitting on a girl.
Like after a show or something like that. And
well, not so much that, but it's like, have you ever like just met somebody, but you already know who they are? Like you've met.
Right. Like you totally
get with them, and you pick up on exactly who they are.
Yeah. You're just like, oh, I've met you before, just in a different person.
Kinda. Yeah. I mean, yeah.
I know your personality. Like you recognize that personality type immediately. Yeah. I get what that's all about.
Mm-hmm.
And no, I thought it was clever, and like he lays it out like, you know, I'm not in this for the long haul. Don't try and construe it that way.
Mm-hmm. What I do like about this song is that there's kind of like a darker moment in the song.
Okay.
And it's like, hold on, let me look at the lines. It's like, oh god, I should know this. Taller than expected, about 6'3", seemed to thrive on his misery.
Mm-hmm.
Something about I want to kill it and eat it.
Fucking
Give
A.
me a second. Hold on.
I'll make him smile for the simple fact
The
that he
simple
needs
fact
it.
that he
I'll make
needs
him
it. I'll make
smile
it
just so I
smile
can
so
kill
I
it
can
and eat it.
kill it and eat it.
Yeah.
Yeah. So on the album before this one, there was a song called Modern Man's Hustle,
Okay.
where it's the reverse of that. So like in this song, it's like a girl walking into his dressing room and analyzing him.
Okay.
But in the revert, in the Modern Hustle, he does the exact opposite. And it's like, it's kind of like in the Constellations album where they have the love is
Love is a murder.
love is a murder, and then in the dark version, love is a murder.
Okay. Okay. Yeah. Yeah.
You know
yeah.
what I mean? Like it's like
Yeah.
that
I forgot
love
that.
it. And then
I forgot that they did
switch
that.
it to where it's like a darker, like every single love is a murder.
Yeah, they
It's
fucking
like
released 2 versions of that song. I forgot about that. God, it's a good album.
yeah. So that's kind of what he did, is that there was a bit in that song, and then he flipped it on itself, so it's a darker version of that perspective.
Okay.
So I don't know, just fanboy shit. But yeah. So that's pretty much Reflections. It's a good song.
For sure. For sure.
I think you really, you kind of get a better after this song. I feel like you really get to get him.
Right.
Like, this is the song that, like, you know, the first 3 songs, okay, we're trying you out. But then this one is like kind of what sets the tone for the rest of the album for the most part.
Yeah. Yeah. This is
because there's not like,
this was the first song that like got it, that he really got his hooks into me. And then I was just like, all right, I like this guy.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah.
And then we roll into fucking got a lot of walls. Man, this is a great fucking song.
Oh, thank God you said great. Oh my God. I was on the edge of my seat, Andrew.
Oh, dude. This is a great fucking song. This thing has like almost like this like eerie carnival melody to it. It's eerie and it's like, it makes you feel weird, and the fucking, the rhythm behind this, the beat that underlies it is fantastic. And then like, I don't know, just he brings it together, he ties it together with his lyrics, and this whole thing just envelops this kind of eerie theme, and it's fucking great. It's really good.
Man, I am so glad you like this song, because this was gonna be like, this is like a linchpin in our relationship. Like, if you didn't like this song, I was gonna fucking I would finger paint you with a picture with my blood. Morbid, dramatic and morbid.
Fucking, you'd break a glass pipe to cut your veins.
To slash his wrist.
Yeah.
Already beat it to it.
Yeah. Oh man. No, this was great. This was a good song.
Yeah, man. It has this like sad, droning, kind of like aimless beat.
Yeah. And
that like
weird, whatever the fuck instrument that is, carnival melody, just like on top of it. It's like, it's like what you'd expect if you took carnival music and slowed it down to about 20 beats.
To where it's like fucking freaky.
Yeah. I loved that. I ate that shit up.
Yeah. To like, if you take clowns and you turn them down to where they're not creepy, but they're off-putting.
Yeah. Yeah.
You know what I mean? They're not like It the Clown, but damn, you're getting there.
Yeah. So
yeah,
that's,
for sure.
And yeah, like, I don't know, it's just a good song. This was like, he got his claws into me with the last song, and then he just tore flesh with this one, so.
He hooked you. He reeled your ass in.
Yeah, for sure.
He got you with a net and everything. Yeah, man, this song, I just relate to this song so well. Like, I feel like what he's saying, I feel like sometimes, you know what I mean? Like a friend to the stranger and a stranger to friends.
For
like,
sure.
That is fucking me all over. It's crazy. Like,
for sure. But also like he puts up a lot of walls, and very few people get to see into that, you know?
Exactly. Like that little bit at the end when he's talking to Murs, he's like, you know, girl was like, you know, motherfucker, you got a lot of walls. Don't mistake that. Like, I don't like motherfucker.
Yeah, but I like you.
Not too many motherfuckers I like. You one of them.
Yeah. Like, and just like, I liked the, if you knew him better, he'd ask for some time because he's looking for a reservoir to empty his mind. Like, I like that because it's like, if you're the right person, we can have a deep ass conversation, but most people, I just put up walls.
But I got too many walls. Like you've got to go through you got to jump through some hoops.
Yeah.
First. Cause I'm not gonna drop some heavy shit on some rando. Like,
right. So sure. this was great. This was a great song.
And like, I love that you mentioned like the carnival thing. Cause at that like dark, there's like a dark turn where he does he would finger paint you a picture with his blood.
Yeah.
Like it goes from like a 7 creepy and then like tilts it to like a 8.5, almost 9, but then brings it right back.
Yeah.
Like it's like, getting a little too dark, and we're back.
Yeah.
So like,
no, I thought that was good.
Yeah. He tiptoes that neurotic to like morbid line really well. And it's not like off-putting, you know what I mean? Like he just, I don't know, that's expertly done. And I think that's a lot to do with like Ant, his beat maker, just like, hey man, we're gonna push it a little bit. We're not gonna go real crazy, but we're gonna go, a little crazy, and then we're gonna come back.
We're not gonna go off the rails, but we're gonna throw a few pennies on the track.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah. Anyway, but I love that song. Anyway, okay.
Okay, so the next song, hold on real quick. Let me take a piss and grab a beer.
All right.
Pause now.
Hey,
okay.
We're back. We're back.
All right. So, so the next song is The Keys to Life versus 15 Minutes of Fame.
Yep. And, if you thought the last one was kind of circusy, I think this one's a little more so.
Yeah, this beat was dope as fuck.
Okay. I'm glad you said that because this is where I think that equilibrium comes in.
Okay.
I really don't like his lyrics in this song.
Okay.
But the beat is badass.
It is.
You know what I mean? Like,
I like the last song a hell of a lot better. But this does have a dope beat.
I think this, and like the lyrics for the most part, it's kind of just, the idea is just separating, the idea is what he's trying to express is just separating, like the famous person from the fame.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like, so like, let's say you meet, a Nolan Ryan.
Right.
Hell of an athlete. What if he's a dick?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, no, he's absolutely not. He's a fucking wonderful person. I know. I've met him before. He's an amazing person. But like, what if, or like Bill Cosby?
Yeah. Yeah.
Did a lot of good things, like as a famous person, but as a human,
terrible person.
Damn, you did things now. Like,
yeah.
So it's that separating the fame, and I think he's talking about like basically like fuck girls the girls who want to sleep with him kind of thing. Like, okay, I think that's kind of the idea is like he wants to separate like, hey, look, I'm a person and I do stupid fucked up shit. You may love writing and things I do. I'm a fucking terrible human being.
So yeah, good song.
Yes, it's good. It's good. I realized that I downloaded this entire album to my old phone, and this is the only song I didn't download because I think at one point I was like, nah, fuck this song.
So this is like a peace song for you.
It's not the peace song, but it's in
that same vein.
I'm not going to pay a lot of attention to it.
Okay.
Yeah. I mean, but again, the beats are fucking dope. And that's like,
yeah,
so that was one of the things I mentioned earlier that like the beats are amazing, but the lyrics like are so lacking that I kind of just,
Right. Okay. Yeah. I can get behind that.
Yeah. And then we move on to Apple.
Yeah. This song, this also has a pretty dope beat. I like the beat behind this one too.
And I disagree completely.
Oh,
I think the beat is, it's okay. But it's just, it's kind of like, it's kind of more swaying and kind of like, dude, it's a slower beat but fun, but not my favorite.
Okay.
but I do like what he's saying more. And then that kind of like tips the other side of the scale.
Yeah, I
So
liked this lyrical breakdown too. It was just, I don't know, it was fun.
yeah, just like the power of music itself influences people, and
For
you should
sure.
respect that.
For sure.
Like, cause that's influential, and you shouldn't be a fuckboy about it.
Right. Yeah.
Cause the thing you say influences younger people, and if you talk about selling drugs and fucking bitches, then you get human beings like Stitches.
Yeah.
And I just made a rhyme better than Stitches ever did. Fuck you, Stitches.
So yeah, we didn't really talk about how refreshing it was to listen to this after listening to that piece of garbage. But yeah.
And that's why I was so on the fence, like, cause I wanted to do like deep lyrics, cause like I said, my favorite album is God, but I just wanted to listen, I wanted something, sonically more pleasurable, like a palate cleanser of rap, and this has like better beats than God Loves Ugly does.
Well,
and so I didn't want to dig deep into the break, I don't want to give cliff notes to the album. I want to say, hey, the beats are better. I swear to God they are. And they kind of like,
oh man, the beats are worlds better. So.
Yo, I had a dream. I swear to God, the night I recorded Stitches, I had a fucking dream. And it was with the troll from, Ernest Scared Stupid.
Okay.
And Stitches. They were in like a Knight Rider, but like Kit from Knight Rider, but it was a boat. It was like a talking boat.
Okay.
And they were like hauling drugs and like stealing kids, and they were like people who wouldn't pay the troll, like who wouldn't pay the money from Stitches. The troll would like shrink them into that little wooden doll, creepy shit that he shoved in the tree. Dude.
Oh man, you gotta pay the troll toll to get into the boy's soul.
Dog. Man, I wish I could blame it on like a fever coke dream. I wish it was cocaine. I feel like I got like the residue of cocaine from listening to Stitches into my head, and then it made this weird fucking crazy dream that was just all over the place.
That's
okay.
Fun.
Just don't make me relive it. God, Stitches. Goddamn Stitches. Anyway. Okay. So yeah, that's Apple.
That's Apple.
Suicide Girls.
Suicide Girls is the next song.
Yes, it is. And this is the song I forgot there was actual lyrics to.
Man, I don't like this song.
You don't? No.
It's fucking annoying. The backing, the rhythm that he uses in the background, like I can do with the voice message for about halfway through, like, and then I get kind of turned off on it, but the fucking backing track to this the whole way through is fucking awful. It's annoying as shit, and it turned me off the whole fucking song.
I think that's the point. Like, it's supposed to be grating, cause it's this girl who's like gone off on this.
Fine, but then change the beat up or something when he comes in and starts rapping and make it a good song. He doesn't, and it stays awful the whole way through. Fuck this thing.
However, that's why, again, I think they had a gimmick and then he didn't have for it. So that was the whole point, was it was supposed to be grating.
I get that, but like fucking don't bother rapping over it, or fucking change it up when you do come in and rap and sound like, so that instead of it continuing to be grating, when you come in to start rapping, don't rap like you're fucking 4 feet away. Don't put in effect like you're 4 feet away from the microphone. Make yourself fucking powerful and change the beat up and make it fucking powerful to contrast that grating, annoying bitch that was on the phone. Like, do something so that there's a change up. I think they could have made this a creative, fun song, and they didn't. They just fucking missed the boat.
I think he wrote a bad song, and Ant was like, oh shit, I have to cover this up somehow. And so he just played that fucking 4-minute long message about how this girl wants to rip his goddamn arms off.
All right. Well then, in that case, there's already a lot of songs on this album. Just fucking take it out of the album.
Yeah, this is kind of, I like the idea, cause I don't know. I like the idea of playing, like, I don't know, man. I've been there. I've gotten those voicemails.
I know, I get it. Like,
You know what I mean?
I have too, but like, fucking turn it around. Like, I hate to fucking reference a fucking comedy band, but fucking Psycho Stick did this, and, on their dumbass album, and he after the voicemail, they change it, and he comes off as more powerful, and he's like, well, I'll just leave the toilet seat up. You know, like, that stupid fucking line, but it's funny, and it makes the song enjoyable after listening to this long-ass, bitchy voicemail that, like, I don't know, it just could have been, it could have been better executed. And they should have changed up something instead of keeping the same grating tone throughout the rap portion.
I mean, I agree. I think this is like the worst song on the album.
I would totally agree.
I love the fact that they put a voicemail where she's just digging into him. I'm cleaning the puke out of my car.
Yeah, no, I think that's super creative, but do something with it.
Yeah.
And they just flop.
Sadly, this is the one song that, like, this is my Jamaica jersey.
Okay. Yeah.
You could have just not done this song. It would have been fine.
Right. Yeah, I'm in that boat too. Oh. So anyway, that leads us to Jason, another song that I feel like could have just been left off.
I think, well, no.
I mean, it's just a skit song. So I think, okay. So, maybe that was too harsh. It shouldn't be left off because it continues the theme of the album. And it's just a quick little voicemail skit. Just like, hey dude, it's fucking, like, we gotta get to the airport, get in the fucking car. So I get it. It's a skit song that ties in the theme of the album. So don't leave it off. I just started skipping it after I heard it the first, time.
I mean, the first time you hear it, you get it.
Yeah.
But this is an actual voicemail when they were on tour.
Oh, no shit.
From their, like, manager.
Oh, okay. Well, then that makes it a lot better.
He's like, dude, I'm fucking, again, I have everything fucking packed. Where the fuck are you assholes? Get in the cats, van, bags, go.
Yeah, okay.
Like, that's what set up the song Cats, Van, Bags.
Yeah, it totally does.
That's an actual voicemail, like, that they got. Like, I've got everything packed up. I need DJs and rappers in the fucking van now.
Okay.
Let's fucking go.
That makes it way better. And again, I was too harsh when I first rolled on it, because it does continue the theme of the album, and it is there for the theatrical effect of it. So I get why it's there, and I think it is a fun addition the first time you listen to it. After that, it's kind of throwaway.
It's a setup. It's a setup for Cats, Van, Bags. Yeah. Which, man, I fucking love this song.
Yeah?
This song, like, the beat of this song sounds like if Jaws, like the Jaws, like, dun-dun-dun-dun, was played through a Sega Genesis.
Okay.
Like, it has that grating,
Yeah, I thought,
wow.
I thought it kind of had almost an industrial sound, taking us back to Nine Inch Nails town. Maybe not, but I thought it was just kind of like in that same, universe anyway.
Yeah, I mean, cause it's grindy, man. It's a road song. You know what I mean? It's a song about being on the road. So you're grinding, you're going to city and all kinds of shit.
Yeah.
And this is the song that I had to, like, dissect more than any other song on this album.
Okay, go for it.
So, like, when they say, like, cause there's two rappers, there's Slug and then there's,
Brother Ali. Yeah.
Brother Ali. Brother Ali is a big ass dude. He is a big man.
Oh, okay.
But he's what is it? Oh, what is it called? Where your skin's, like, really white. What's the word? Oh my god, I can't believe I can't remember.
Albino?
Yes, he's a giant albino.
Oh, okay.
He is a big ass albino man.
All right.
That has nothing to do with it. But Brother Ali, but I don't know. Again, he's on Rhyme Sayers. He's got he's got some great music too. He's got a song called Forrest Whitaker, and listen to Brother Ali. If you're not going to listen if you're going to listen to Atmosphere, I hope you do. Listen to Brother Ali too, and Murs, and anybody on stairs, because they're amazing. But Brother Ali, anyway, so it's those two going back and forth about being on the road.
Yeah.
And, they're talking about, navigating through the basements. So what they're saying is like, they're kind of an underground, and so they have to like play these basement parties. And they're talking about going to like basement party shows where there's like 50 people in like somebody's actual basement.
Right.
And then there's a line where he says, practicing my acetate masturbation. And that's, and that's basically what they're doing in like these underground parties. Like, you know how like comedians like do like, they'll go to like small venues just
like
to like
little
work
comedy
out,
clubs and shit, just like doing
just
little
to
secret
like work
shows.
out jokes and stuff like that. Yeah. And so like the acetate is what makes the vinyl. So like he's like practicing to make a record. Like he's throwing out bits and lines to try to make a song.
Okay.
And then they mentioned the line of trying to get that, and that what they're referencing is going through like the Bible Belt and trying to like when they were in Oklahoma or Utah, where they're trying to like, sell, like go to like trying to make money off of shows where they're in the fucking Bible Belt.
Yeah.
And then there's a really cool metaphor that Slug does that I wish I fucking would have had fucking loaded up. Shit. Anyway, I'll come back to that, but, and Atmosphere or Slug comes back and he says the Hazleton has been, and he's talking about Hazleton is a rehab facility.
Okay.
And he's talking about himself because he's gone through rehab for alcoholism. So he's the Hazleton has been. Like, you know what I mean? Like, trying
fucking
to like
man.
make money and shit, but he's that. And then, and then the line, they call me Jesus freak.
Okay.
Because he's trying to preach to the masses. They call me Jesus freak, and I came to listen, and I save you when I make you my favorite position.
Oh, there
so what
you go.
he's saying is he's trying to convert people into missionaries.
With his dick.
With his message, really. Kind of like on the mountain, if you will. I mean, it's not Catholic. Come on, calm down.
I'm gonna get you. Girl, you gonna get religious on this dick. Missionary, get it?
Yeah, I got it. That's why chicks like Jesus.
Yep.
He's hung.
Nailed it.
9-inch nailed it. Hold on.
You know what Jesus' favorite gun is? The nail gun.
Can we please edit that?
You don't like my dad jokes thrown in there?
That's okay. It is what it is. Okay, so in like one of the verses, Slug says, climbed over the side, closed his eyes, took a dive into his fame, inspiration for staying alive, swam up to the shore, stepped upon land, walked up to a whore, and grabbed her by the hand.
All right.
That's like the whole verse. That's a metaphor for somebody crowd surfing.
Ah, okay.
So he climbed over the side closed his eyes and took a dive into the crowd.
Right.
Then stepped on the ground and grabbed some broad and like made out with her.
Right.
I thought that was super fucking clever. Like that was so like, that was like the shit he used to do where he would like get crazy metaphoric.
Okay.
And nobody kind of followed it and you had to like really dissect it to get through.
Yeah.
But that just little bit, I think that really, for me, that made the song.
Okay.
Anyway.
Yeah, I thought it was a good song, just that, it didn't resonate with me as well as some of the others.
Oh, I get you. God, this is one of those songs where like, I'll like throw my phone on in my car and I'm driving, going to work, doop, volumes at like 22. This song comes up. I like turn the bass up and I turn it up to like 55 and I'm like white dude like
Yeah.
My
Okay.
windows are rattling and shit. Yeah, that's one of those songs for me.
Fucking A, man.
Being gangster shit.
Oh,
Anyway.
man. So,
Okay.
yeah.
And then we move on to Los Angeles.
Yeah. Short, sweet. It's okay.
I think this is one of those moments where, I didn't mention earlier, where I feel like in Cats, Van Bags, and Los Angeles, where Ant and Slug just really come together. They make a great song.
Okay.
Like that Los Angeles has that like doo-woppy beat in the background.
Yeah, it kind of does. Yeah.
And then he's talking about just Los Angeles in general. Like, he's talking helicopters watch their kids play parking lot soccer, like talking about helicopter parents, like
Right.
over paranoid about their kids. And if the heat don't, the pigs will.
Right.
Like I think I don't know. He wrote a really good story. He encapsulates Los Angeles so well, like from my perspective, and the beat is just amazing that this is like an A-tier song.
Okay.
And I feel like he did that with Cats Fan, like where they have come together instead of like trying to find a balance, they hit the trough in the wave, and this is like a good song.
Okay. It was
really
it
good
was, it was, I don't know, it was okay. I liked Cats Fan Bags better.
For sure. It just, I don't know. I think they both brought their game, like as far as production and lyrics wise.
Okay.
They came together and it was really good. And I like that it's short, simple, and to the point.
Yeah, I did like that about it.
It's really concise.
Yeah, I did like that about it. It's over before you know it, and they just fucking put their message out, and you're good to go.
Exactly. And then we move on to Lift Her, Pull Her.
Yeah. I like the melody behind this.
Mm-hmm.
And I thought it was a pretty good song. I don't know. I don't have a lot to say about it. I didn't read too much into the lyrics on this one. So I don't really know what it's about, but I thought it was it's a slightly longer song. It's not like crazy long or anything. Like nothing on this album is crazy long. They're all fairly concise. But I thought it was a good song.
It's a good one. I mean, it's kind of like dark. It's like a broken relationship. It
definitely has that dark theme to it. You know, about the two perfect kids in a too perfect world, that kind of shit. Like their relationship started good, but it just fucking fell apart.
It's not that it's not that it fell apart. It just, I feel like they took each other for granted kind of thing.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I can see that too.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like where it kind of became blasé and didn't really know how to make a relationship last.
Okay. Yeah, I can see that too.
Does that make sense?
For sure.
Cause like they were, you know, something got them together, but like they didn't know what it took to maintain the relationship.
Yeah.
And so, yeah. I liked it. I don't know. It's all emo and sad and shit like that, and kind of like,
For sure.
You don't love me kind of thing.
Yeah. I still thought it was a good song though.
No, great song. It's just, I feel like this song could have been about a minute shorter.
Okay.
Cause he kind of does repeat himself a bunch.
Yeah.
And they could have tightened it up just cause it's like, I think this is I think it's like 6.5 minutes.
Oh, is it really?
Yeah.
Oh shit.
And it definitely could have been like a 5-minute song and gotten the point across.
Yeah, man, I didn't realize it was that long. So that's good. That's a good thing in my eyes. So.
Yeah, but I know this album back.
Yeah.
And it might just be because I've heard it so many times. I'm like, okay, like, this doesn't have to be this long.
For sure.
But,
I can see that. I can see why it would get like that after a while.
Yeah. Kind of like what you felt like Jason, like, okay, does it need to be that long?
Well, Jason's not long, like, at all, but.
No, it just, yeah, I'm making a bad analogy. I'm sorry.
It's alright. But anyway, we'll just move into Shoes. That's the next song. Shoes.
It sure is. What'd you think, bud?
Okay, so I like this song. The first like time or two that I heard this, it was an okay song, and this song grows on me just about every time I listen to it. It's also got, if I can find it, I wrote down a line that I really like from this song. But I got it wrong. I know I got it wrong because I tried to do it off of memory, and I know it's fuck, hold on. Cause for me, this has like one of the lines of the album and I just cannot fucking find it.
I think I know exactly what you're gonna say. I just don't. I wanna. No, I want to let.
Okay. So, all right. So the line of the album for me is gonna be get up in your system and direct it like a symphony. Let me get to be the man of your mystery. And I love that. I love get up in your system and direct it like a symphony. I fucking love that line. I thought it was so good.
I really thought that this was going to be your favorite song just because of the story he's telling.
I love it.
Where he's like so fucked up and he's like, he wants to fuck this broad. He's like, bitch, I'm gonna fuck you right. I'm gonna do that. Yeah. And then you end up fucking throwing up in her fucking bathroom.
Yeah. No, I love that. I love that. Like, there's a lot of good lines in here. Like the boredom in between a coma and an erection. Like, that was good too.
Listen to some records from your collection. Yeah. Boredom in between a coma and.
Yeah. Dude, no, this, fucking, like, I really like this song. Like I said, the first time I heard it, I was like, alright, it's whatever. But this song grows on me every time I listen to it. I like it more and more. So, I don't know if it's gonna be my favorite, but it's a really good song. And I really liked it.
I had, for me, I think you had, I pegged two songs that I think were gonna be favorites. I thought this one, if you listen to the words.
Right. Oh, I did.
Because for me, like, the beats kind of meh, but the lyrics, like, again,
are straight fire.
The lyrics are 10.
Yeah.
But like, and that's why Ant's like, I can bring my beats down to like a 7.
Yeah. No, I totally agree.
Do a lot because like,
the beat's not straight fire, but the lyrics, fuck, man, it's great.
Fucking hysterical.
Man, fuck the permit. I know where I'm gonna park tonight. Like, oh, dude, it's so great. I love every other line of this song is just gold, and it's fucking great. Like I said,
here I am, bathroom floor. I got faded. You fell asleep, and I'm thinking, God, this date is hella cheap.
Yeah. Dude, I fucking love this shit. It was hilarious. I thought this was a blast to listen to, and like I said, the first time I was like, hey, it's okay. Cause, you know, the beat's not straight fire like some of the other songs, but man, the lyrics on this song, are just fucking hilarious. I love the way you taste like yogurt and some Clover cigarettes. Oh, fucking hilarious. And
that is some hipster shit.
It is, but it only fucking makes sense if you've ever smoked a clove and you know that they taste like Christmas. Like, like, you know, if you've done that shit. And so I don't know, it just fucking cracked me the fuck up. I love this song. It's great.
Oh. Okay. Yeah, God damn it, Andrew. I love it. Song that I want you to love. I'm so happy you listened to this album finally.
Yeah. It was fun.
Okay. So let's move on to National Disgrace.
Yeah. So this one, man. Okay. So there's like this like acoustic guitar rhythm, and he whistles over it. Kind of almost put me in the mood to listen to some Beck. I mean, it's not quite on that level, but I mean, some of his simpler songs for sure. Like fucking Deborah's just 2 fucking chords back over and over again. So I thought this was a pretty okay song. It was good. Like it just wasn't my favorite.
Yeah. What's that little spring thing at the little like spring harmonica thingy?
Oh, fuck.
Like they use that a bunch.
Yeah, I don't know. I'd have to re-listen to it and just like fucking concentrate.
Anyway, yeah, this song, I mean, he straight up says like, here's a song for all the fucktards.
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah.
But he does say a line that we have both done.
Okay.
It is, liquor takes hold of the Head River soul.
Yep.
Blurry on 6th Street and Red River Road.
Yep.
Which I know for
Austin,
damn
Texas.
sure we both have been fucked up on Red River, 6th and Red River.
Yep. Oh man.
The gas pipe is 1 block away And my
Yeah,
locker
dude.
is one other block away.
Too many times. No, I did appreciate the reference to fucking straight up Austin, Texas. That was nice.
Yeah, it warmed my heart.
Yeah,
Yeah,
for sure.
and even like when he references, like the Zsa Zsa Gabor thing where she slapped had to go to the El Rey to slap a security guard with like Zsa Zsa Gabor did in like the fucking early 90s, late 80s.
Right.
That's fun. I don't know, yeah. I feel like this song is how every other country looks at all of Americans. Like,
Yeah, probably so.
you know, like,
Yeah.
they call me a jerk once they get to know me. Like, and I'm not saying I'm above it because I have acted a fucking fool in different countries.
Oh yeah. 100%.
I was that American guy, you know.
Oh yeah.
Well,
been there, done that, more than a few times.
yeah. And even like, I would even go farther to say that I was that Texan in America.
Oh man. Welcome to my fucking life.
I was loud and proud about being Texan in a place that people didn't get it.
Yep. Yeah. Yeah. So I haven't had a lot of opportunities to do that up here just cause I've toned it the fuck down. But for sure, I definitely know the feeling.
There was a time.
There was a time.
I didn't say this one time. My brother, oh hell, I probably shouldn't tell the story, but fuck it.
Yeah,
my brother, he was a Marine and, he went to some bar one night and he was talking, and Marines are kind of, all the stories you heard about Marines being crazy fucks.
100%.
My brother is damn sure that crazy ass fucking Marine.
Yep.
So they're at a bar one night and everybody's talking about, oh fuck you, you're from there, fuck that place and da shit. And fucking, I'm gonna call him Zombie Warrior. My brother Zombie Warrior gets up. You know what? Texas is better than every fuck state here. Fuck you, California, fuck you, New York, all that shit. Watch this. Stands up on the bar and goes, the stars at night are big. And like the whole bar erupts and clap, deep in the heart of Texas. And fuck you.
Oh man, that's fucking great. That's great. Oh man.
Yeah. So get the fuck out of here, Wyoming. I kid. But I have damn sure been that loud and proud about being a Texan.
Oh yeah, for sure.
I was that asshole. Where, hey, I had to pull that number. Well, I've been kicked out of better place than this, goddamn. Like, hey man. Oh, yeah. Another funny story. Oh, god damn it.
Oh no, go for it.
My sister, she's from Louisiana.
Right.
And, her wedding was at the governor's mansion in Louisiana.
Yep.
And my uncle got real drunk. And he's fucking acting a fool and he wants to fight somebody. He's acting a fool. And like the security people at the mansion grounds are like, hey, you're about to get the fuck out of here. You're about to get bounced the fuck.
Yeah.
He goes, God damn it, I've been kicked out of better place than this, you fucking bullshit motherfuckers. My stepdad goes up to him and goes, hey, yo, this is the governor's mansion. You ain't been kicked out of better places than this, God damn it. You better sit the fuck down and fucking play nice and eat some food and shut the fuck up. Sorry, this song hits me in a weird way.
No. Fucking, I totally get it. I do totally fucking get it.
Just being a loud, ignorant motherfucker. Anyway, yeah, not my favorite song, but it resonates in me. Like
for sure.
He definitely hits a heartstring in my. Anyway.
Then we move on to Denver, Colorado.
Yes. I'm glad you said that because we're gonna fuck that.
I figured so.
Yeah.
I practiced it in my head about 60 times while you were telling me the last story. I was like, I gotta get this right.
How'd you think about this one?
It's okay.
It's okay.
It feels like the 90s. It has like
Go
this,
on.
I don't know, man. It's, I don't know, just it fucking put me into a mindset that made me feel like I was back in the 90s. I don't know, it was something about the beat or the rhythm or what. They used some kind of string section in the background, and I thought it was I thought the rap was interesting because it's very fluid. This song is extremely fluid. It's almost continuous. Like it's one of those things where it's like, I don't know, he's so smooth all the way across this song that it's almost continuous. I thought that was neat,
Yeah.
but it's not like, it doesn't make it my favorite song.
No, but again, it's one of those, like, the beat is lacking, but
Right.
his word, like, it's that scale again where, like, atmospheres that are slugs at like a 10 and Ant can be at like a 7, 8. You know what I mean? Like, it can be a forgettable beat, but like the words are so like fluid, and like, I just like his storytelling.
Okay.
You know, like he's telling this story about, you know, he meets a girl at a bar, and they're a bunch of fucking sad sacks at a bar and an airport.
Yeah, this
bar.
is the airport bar song.
Mm-hmm. And he's talking about like meeting up with this girl, and the line of this song is, "Cut me loose, bury me, and piss on the ground." So basically, like, they kind of like have a thing. Then she literally pisses on his grave.
Right.
It took me a minute to realize that, but I was like, oh shit, like, cut me loose, like, fuck you, get out of here, bury me, and then piss on my grave, because fuck that guy.
Okay. All right.
Yeah. I don't know. I think again, Slug just writes a really good song here, and Ant kind of takes a break, you know?
Yeah.
He didn't have to be, because Slug's doing all the work.
No,
like an albacore around my neck.
Right. So, yeah, no, it's good. It's again, this is another like short and sweet kind of song, where he's got like one main verse that he just spits, and it's good. And, I don't know.
Yeah, it's a fucking bunch of sad sacks at a fucking airport bar because they don't have anywhere to go.
Yeah, it's alright.
You know? It's like a Bukowski fucking short story or some shit like that.
Okay, yeah.
Like a Charles Bukowski short story.
Right. No, I got you.
Yeah, I know. Anyway, moving on to Liquor Lies Cool July.
Yeah.
What did you think of this song?
It's got a funky beat, and can you D-I-G-T-I-T? Fuck that up, but.
Can you D-G-I? Yeah.
D-I-G-I-T?
Can you D-I-G-I-T? Can you D-I-G-I-t? Yeah.
You know, good old fashioned, Life's a Garden, you dig?
Fucking Joe Dirt, get the fuck out of here. Life's a Garden, can you dig it?
Yeah. No, I thought it had a good beat. This is a good song. I enjoyed it.
I think this has one of the strongest beats, weakest lines.
Okay.
Like, I feel like Slug's like stumbling over himself and like trying to make things work. But
not,
it doesn't quite connect. Honestly, I think this is like the weakest song on the album.
Huh. Okay.
Like, all together.
Okay.
Like, I'm not a big fan of the beat. The words are great for me. I don't know. I think this is not a great song.
It's not super memorable. No, it's not super memorable, but I thought it had a good beat.
Yeah, I mean, it is a decent beat. It's not the worst beat on the album, but I think anyway.
Okay.
It's okay.
Can we pause so I can take another piss?
Sure.
Sorry. All right. Pause now.
Now.
Okay.
Now.
Got it.
Okay.
So, the next song is
Good Time something pimpin'?
Good Time Sick Pimpin'.
Sick Pimpin', yeah.
All right.
This is where he slows it down a little bit.
Yeah, man. I thought, okay, so I really like this song. It kind of like has this like lounge feel to it. It's mellow. There's an organ brought in. There's another keyed instrument or like a synth or something. and there's like this really fucking badass like organ solo thrown into the mix. I thought it was great.
Yeah, no, it's a great song. I mean, the beat is amazing.
For sure.
I got a thing for the women that don't love themselves.
Mm-hmm.
That is me all over.
Yep. That's you in a nutshell.
Yep.
No, I thought it was fucking great, man. I fucking love the lounge style music, and well, I already went through that, but go ahead.
Oh yeah, I just the words are like what he's talking about is kind of like fatalistic.
Yeah, because
he's kind of saying like he's in a relationship with a girl, but he knows that he's not the one for her.
Right.
But they're still together and they don't know how to get away from each other, like to separate the relationship.
Okay.
I don't know. But a beautiful song. I mean, Ant just knocks it the fuck out of the park with the production period. Like
For sure.
I think this is the prettiest song on the album. As far as like beats, like as far as the whole sound goes, like I think this is the prettiest song on the album for sure.
Yeah. I definitely agree with that. I couldn't get over the way this whole song just sounded as a culmination. It was fucking great. So,
for sure.
I know I already mentioned but that sick ass organ solo thrown into the mix was just like great.
Yeah. And it's not the second longest song, but like worth it. Like I didn't feel like when I felt with Lift Her, I didn't feel like it went on too long. Like it was the perfect, like it went on as long as it should have went on. And it didn't go like a second further. Like it was perfectly planned.
Yeah. I would agree with that. Mm-hmm. This was well composed.
Yeah. Fucking great song.
For sure.
Anyway. Okay. So, let's go on to In My Continental.
Mm-hmm.
I really like this song.
Okay.
I think from Good Times on, I think that all of the songs from here on out are amazing.
Okay.
In My Continental, I fucking love it. The beat's not real intense, but it has like a slower, mellow vibe. It's really good.
Oh, sorry. It's got this like sparkly melody behind it. I don't know if that's a great way to describe it or not, but I don't know. That's kind of
it's got those little crinkle tinkles.
Yeah.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
I don't know. I didn't have super high praise for this song. I thought it was good, but it was just, not one of my favorites.
For sure. But I liked the beats really, really good, but man, what he's talking about, like, I feel like cause he's talking about driving in his car and like reflecting on himself.
Right.
Like, so when if you ever take a drive and just like kind of, where you kind of just get in your own head kind of thing.
For sure.
That's what he's kind of doing. And like, go ahead.
I was just gonna say, it's almost like, if you getting in your car to just like meditate and reflect.
Exactly.
Like just to go for a long drive just in the back roads just for the fuck of it. Like I know I've done that, so I fucking get it. Yeah,
he's just kind of, he's just doing like a bunch of self-reflecting. And at this point is when he mentions the fact that, he feels like he's, where he was frustrated with other albums because he felt like he had to explain lyrics.
Okay.
And you know what I mean? Like he's trying to talk that out. Like I'm saying very clever things, but people aren't understanding. I need to flesh that out a little more.
Okay.
He's just trying to talk to himself like, hey, he's just trying to talk that out.
I feel you.
Yeah. But I love this song.
Fucking A, man.
Because I do the same thing. Like if I'm too much in my own head, I'll just fucking drive and like turn the radio off and okay. And then let you know what I mean? Let your mind.
Yeah, for sure. Like this was, I did that a lot more when I had roommates. Nowadays I can just, like, I live alone. I can just fucking go into the workshop and just like fucking just work on something to just fucking be at peace and like make shit happen or meditate or something like that. Cause I don't have people to bother me. But like in College Station, 100%. Like when I lived with people all the time, yeah, you can lock yourself in your room and shit, but that doesn't mean people aren't going to bother you. Like, I don't know. So sometimes just going for a drive, like smoke a little weed, get a little high, go for a drive. Like that was a nice thing to do every once in a while. Cause I mean, fuck, you're in college. So you're already doing that shit anyway. And if you want to get away from everybody, just fucking go for a drive, you know? I learned those back roads in College Station real good.
For sure. Yeah, I like that he kind of, he's taking he's just being self-reflective. I like that.
For sure.
I like that. I think that's a neat, that he's talking, anyway.
Yeah.
Big fan. Okay, so, and we move on to Always Coming Back Home to You.
Yeah, this song seemed really fucking familiar. I don't know if I've heard it before or not. I don't know I don't know if they sample at all in this or if they're doing their own shit, but this, the acoustic rhythm on this song and like, I don't know, this just sounded uber familiar to me. So I feel like I've heard this song before.
I don't know.
I don't either. It was a good song and, if I haven't heard it before, the fact that it felt so familiar made it like just, resonate easier and made it, just an easier song to like, and I thought it was a good song. I thought it was really nice.
Yeah, I like the idea that, just the idea of the song is that, you know, it's kind of like Plato's The City.
Okay.
Like everybody can, like it's a matter of your perception of how you see the city that makes the city good or bad.
Right.
And so there's all these setups to where bad things are going to happen, but he turns it around to where positive things happen. Like, you know, he left a register open and I was like, I could have I could have jacked that shit real quick.
Right.
And then, you know, the kid finding the gun.
And he just
like
fucking leaves it in the mailbox.
Yeah. He's like, hey man, with this fucking gun, like, could you do something with it? I don't know with it.
Yeah. I figured the postal service knows better than me what to do with it or whatever he said. Yeah. I thought that was funny.
But I like the idea of just the always coming back home to you is like, it's kind of like reminiscing, like home is always going to be home. It might change a little bit, but it's always going to be where you came from.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And even though life changes and, you know, life happens and shit gets different, you can always, like, there's always something, he has this solace in where he grew up.
Yeah.
You know, like right there used to be a record shop. I got drunk, I got beat up in that parking lot. Like,
yeah. I thought he went, clever with the gun line as well. Just, it was a 38 poor man's machete held in my hand thinking, damn man, it's heavier than expected. I've obviously heard that done by other rappers, but I just thought he used that technique well in that line. That's not even close to the best line of the song. I was just like grazing the lyrics with my eyes and I was like, oh yeah, that was clever. That
and, what was it? The extra strength felt weak.
I don't
it's about the gun, like the extra strength felt weak. Like, oh my god, like,
right? Because like if you have to use a gun in a fight, you're a pussy.
You're a pussy, yeah, for sure, yeah. Did everybody saw Friday, right?
Yeah.
You throw a fucking dick. You throw a brick at Debo. Throw a brick in your face. Brick in your face.
Oh man, gotta bring it back to Stitches. Just gotta bring it back.
I had to do it once. I'm sorry, man.
No, man. I hope we can relate every album in the future to Stitches in some way, shape, or form.
It just runs in my blood, fool.
Oh man.
Oh, fucking Stitches, man.
And I mean, fuck, man. You know where he leaves the gun? In the mail.
In the mail. With the yayo.
God damn it.
God damn it. Oh. We're the worst.
Thanks again, Caleb.
Love you, Caleb.
That's a sincere thank you, because it gave us a lot of fucking shit to just dog on.
Oh, for sure. Oh, yeah. So I think this is a really pretty song.
It is.
I think one of the prettiest, for sure, on the album.
For sure.
Like I said, from Good Times to this one and the next one are just phenomenal.
Yeah. So let's talk about the next one. The next one is
So let's talk about the next one.
The next one go ahead.
Hey, remember when CDs were a thing?
Yeah, I sure do.
And like tapes?
Yeah, I sure do.
You remember this thing called secret songs?
I do.
Do you?
Yeah, because I remember Alice in Chains had one. I remember Green Day had one.
They sure did.
Yeah.
And no one was looking.
I was out by myself. I loved that song, dude.
I love that you know that.
I fucking loved that song. That was, oh man. It was so good. So good.
Real talk.
Yeah, I remember secret songs, homie.
Low key, my favorite song on that album.
It really, dude, it's the best song on the album, hands down. Just because it's so, it's so dumb.
Off the fucking wall.
And because if you're a teenage boy, you just fucking relate to it.
For sure. In fact, before we move on, I do want to mention a song that, there's an emo band called Seosin.
Okay.
And, they're emo.
Right.
However, they do have a secret song, and it's called Show Me Your Booty Hole. And it is Show Me Your...
That sounds like a song you need to send to Caleb, because he would really fucking appreciate it.
If he doesn't know that song, he's kind of dead to me. Can't open it.
Oh, man.
If he doesn't know that song, I'm gonna get a Christmas card this year.
Get one of those cards that plays a song when you open it and that you can record your own sound to.
Yeah, and it's just gonna be,
Show me your booty hole! Oh, man.
So, dear listener, if you do not know Seosin's Show Me Your Booty Hole, check that shit out, cause it is fucking hysterical.
Okay. Alright.
Fucking hysterical. Anyway, so yes, there is a secret song on this album.
There is.
And it's called Shh.
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 Yeah.
Say what?
How'd you feel about Shh?
Say what? Say shh. Yeah.
Say shh.
Okay, so, when I first listened to it, I thought it was okay, and then it grew on me the second or third time I listened to it. So it's a good song. Not my favorite on the album, but I thought, I don't know, it was live. So there's that, right? At least
it was live?
That's the feeling I got from it. Cause is the intro a sample? Because the very first, the first lines of this are like, oh, it's such a pleasure to come home cause I have a very special love for this city. And it's like he's talking to an audience.
That's not him.
Okay, so that was sampled in?
That's a sample, yeah.
Okay.
I believe that was Luther Vandross.
Oh, that makes a lot more sense. Yeah. Because it didn't really sound like him. Okay.
No, it doesn't.
Okay. That's why I asked if it was sampled in, because I was like, oh, yeah, maybe that wasn't him. Okay. Man, that makes it feel less genuine. It's not, obviously, because he mentions being from the Midwest multiple times throughout this album. But this is just be proud of where you're from kind of song. Yeah, we're fucking assholes from Texas and we make that shit known when we act a fool, but we're fucking proud of Texas, fuck you. And that's kind of this song, except it doesn't have that fuck you attitude. It's very much like a loving attitude.
No, I feel like it's like the reverse. It's if people make fun of you being from doesn't
matter. Still be proud of it. Yeah.
So there's a thing. Okay. So I graduated high school in San Antonio.
Right.
And, Austin has their phrases, keep Austin weird.
Right.
San Antonio has a phrase and it's called keep San Antonio lame.
Okay.
Cause we don't want all that bullshit nonsense. All that B2B bullshit.
Hey, whatever, man. Hey,
man, San Antonio's chill. We're cool. And that's his whole point is the idea is hey, man, rep where you're from. Cause it's cool to visit big cities and shit, but do you want to deal with all that bullshit all the time?
Yeah.
Nah.
It's it's the fucking Beach Boys be cool to your school all over again.
Oh man, get out of my damn it, get out of my fucking head. fuck, I had like 3 notes on this song, and that was 2 of them. So, fuck.
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
It's, dude, come on. Beach Boys was one of my first CDs. Like, you know I'm gonna reference the Beach Boys.
And your dad is like, you got an old dad.
Dude,
for sure.
dude. Okay, so my parents and my brother all went to fucking go see what's left of the Beach Boys this year. Like 3 weeks ago or some shit. Fucking saw them in concert.
Really?
Yeah, there's only like 2 of them left or some shit.
Yeah.
And one of them's kid was like playing the bass or the drums or some shit like that. Kind of like how Eddie Van Halen does, where his kid Wolfgang plays the
Wolfgang, yeah,
bass or the drums or some shit.
Kind of whatever the fuck, really.
Yeah. So it was kind of like that situation. But fuck, man, that's fucking awesome. Like, I know they're fucking ancient and like there's not much left of the band and like it probably wasn't as cool as it was back in the 60s, but it was just like one of those things where my dad had never seen them before, and my brother's girlfriend got them tickets for it for his birthday because she knew he was a fan, and, you know, of course, Chris had never seen them before either, and so, like, they all went to go see it, and I was just like, fuck, like, I really wish I would have gotten in on that, but it was, like, on a Tuesday night or some shit, because they're never gonna play again. Like, they're done.
Yeah, that's, like, super fucking cool.
So, I'm a little jealous, but, I mean, you know, I got to see Johnny Winter before he died, so I'm pretty happy about that. And I've seen Clapton and like, so I don't know. And, speaking of like dead artists, fucking one of my coworkers, was at Stevie Ray Vaughan's last show. The one he fucking played before he got on the helicopter and died.
Get the fuck out of here, for real?
Yeah. This dude's probably like, I don't know, 50 or so. I don't know, maybe late 40s. I don't know. Probably, he's at least 40. 'Cause he would have to be to have been at a show in 89 for Stevie Ray Vaughan, right? So, he's probably at least 50, to be perfectly honest, because that would have put him around 20 years old.
At that time, yeah.
Yeah. So, like, and I mean, I don't know how to call fucking bullshit on that, but, cause like,
I'm not gonna.
he lives up here, he's close enough to have driven to see that show. So like, you know, I'm not gonna call bullshit. Dude owns a fucking legit, 60s Marshall, like, or maybe it's the 70s. I don't know, that he's had for fucking 20 years. Like, so, I mean, I believe him. But he's like, yeah, I was fucking at that show and I heard the news the next day and I was like, get the fuck out of here. Like, that's fucking wild. Absolutely astounding.
That is fucking crazy. Wow. Huh.
Yeah. Blew my fucking mind. But.
That's cool.
So yeah. So that's Atmosphere. Was an alright, was a good song. No, I didn't mean to make that huge tangent, but, fucking A, man. I know how you feel about this album, but go ahead and rate it for me.
Alright, Andrew. Out of a scale of the 7 wonders of the world.
Ah.
Because it's how many travels. 7 wonders.
Right.
Would you rate it?
Oh man, I'm not a hip hop guy, but I'm gonna get in my hip hop shoes and let's see. I overrated Kanye the first time. Beastie Boys I gave a pretty good score. Oh, this.
Well, let's start. Did you like it better than?
Hands down.
Yeah.
Like 1,000%.
Yeah. Okay. Did you like it better than Beastie Boys?
Huh. This is probably right there with Beastie Boys as far as like as far as like how well I liked this album. So I don't know. Let's go ahead and give it a 5.5 out of 7.
5.5. Okay.
I feel like that's not bad. I really enjoyed certain songs on this album. Man, fucking knocked it out of the park. Certain other songs on this album, I just didn't like.
Fair enough.
So
no, I agree.
So, as a fanboy, how many fans do you give this album?
How many fans? As a fanboy?
Out of fanboy, how many fans?
I'm gonna give it a 6.4 out of 7.
Okay. I thought you were gonna say I'm gonna give it a fan out of boy.
Oh no,
no, that was really fucking lame, and nobody should ever hear that, but they're gonna.
Yeah, that's why I didn't do it. That's why I, I tried to step over it, but you just went along.
Hey man, I've been trying to catch up. I'm on beer number 4. Like I've been trying to catch up, and that just slipped out. You know what I mean?
It is what it is. Yeah, no, I mean, like I said, I there are some songs I don't like, and like I said, I do feel like there are times where, you know, Ant rises up and Slug drops and vice versa.
Right. Well,
But,
okay. So on that note, what are your top 3 songs?
My top 3?
Yeah.
My number 1 is, Bird Sings Why the Cage I Know.
Okay.
Cause I fucking love a good fuck you breakup song.
Right.
I will never not, like you with rape songs, I will absolutely, fuck you breakup song is gonna be my number 1.
All right.
Number 2 is gonna be Walls.
Okay. Good man.
And number 3 is gonna be Say Shh.
Okay. All right.
What about you, Buppy?
Those are all right. I'm not a huge fan of Bird Sings, but I'm also not in that kind of mindset. So.
Mm-hmm.
So
where you at?
my number 1 is Got a Lot of Walls. It's the
Yeah.
best song on this album. It just is.
It really is. No, it really is.
Like, there's no two ways about it. It's just the best song on this album. The beat's fire, the words, the lyrics are fire. Everything about this is a good song.
Yeah, it's 1,000% the best song. It's my personal, I like a good fucking breakup song.
So since I only had like a day and a half to listen to this song, I did write notes, but all I did was write the title of the song and like 1 or 2 words. And then whenever I'm like a full sentence in, I'm like, oh, I like this song. And this one, I only wrote 1 or 2 words, but I was just like, this is the only song that I starred. Cause it's fucking great. So number two is going to be Shoes. Just because
I knew it.
Dude, it's so clever.
I thought it was going to be your number 1. I really did that.
It can't be my number 1, man. It's not as good. It's not anywhere near as good as Gotta Love Walls.
I knew for sure it was going to be your top. I knew.
But this song, like I said, I only thought it was okay the first time I listened to it, but every time I listen to it, I pick up another line that I haven't heard before, and it just gets better and better. And every other line that he spits out is fucking gold. I love it. And it's hilarious. It's so fucking funny. Like, oh dude, this song is great. I love it.
It's like watching Harvey Birdman.
Yes.
Every time you watch the same episode, you're going to pick up on like 5 more jokes, and it just gets better.
That's a perfect analogy for that song. It's great. So then number 3 is tough, man. It's tough, but it's cause there's a couple of songs that are in contention for this, but it's, Good Times. Good Times is my number 3.
Okay.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, no.
I love that organ solo. I love that loungy feel to it. I love that, like, just that mellow beat that he's got going, and on top of that, the lyrics are pretty good too.
For sure. Yeah, again, like, I agree, I completely agree. It's the prettiest song on the album, like, which we talked about. But, that's cool. Right on. All right. I mean, I'm glad you didn't shit all over it.
No, man.
I'm glad you somewhat enjoyed it.
No, I did, man. I absolutely enjoyed it. You know, it's like I said, man, hip hop has its place in my music collection. And like I said, you know, I overrated Kanye. Like, I listened to Kanye and I was like, okay, this album's not bad. Like, he's got some good songs here. And I think I gave it like a 7 or 8 out of 10. Fuck that. Sorry. I know you like that album a lot. Fuck that. It's like a 5 or 6. Like, when we go look back on it, cause this fucking album destroys that album.
You know, cause that's the whole thing. Like, I feel like there have been 2 albums that we've done that have really fucked up every album that I like. I feel like Thank You Scientist and Goodbye Yellow Brick have completely fucked up any album that I like. And I now feel like kind of hesitant to even mention an album could be a 10.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Because
Like,
those two albums are so close. They're so close to perfect tens. Thank You Scientist. I need to sit down with it and re-listen to it another few times, but fuck, it's good. Goodbye Yellow Brick Road. There's one or two misses on that whole album, and it's long. It's a double album. But
it's
so good.
fucking, it's like, man, it's like sex and pizza, man. When it's good, it's really fucking good. And when it's bad, it's still pretty fucking good.
Yeah.
It's still pretty fucking good, man.
So, yeah, no, I'm there with you. Like, those two albums have redefined the scale. And so it's hard to do, but I understand why what's on the list for the most part is on the list. Thank You Scientist probably wasn't around when they were writing that list, or at least none of those motherfuckers had ever heard of that band, cause they're real small.
For sure.
Goodbye Yellow Brick Road absolutely deserves to be higher. I know what we're getting into with the rest of this list, kind of. I've looked through the list a few times, I should say. I don't fucking have it memorized. That's for damn sure. But I know it deserves to be higher. There's like fucking 3 or 4 Beatles albums on this list. This deserves to be at least above 2 of them. I don't know which Beatles albums they are, but this deserves to be at least halfway between, top 2 and bottom 2 Beatles.
Man, like, yeah, pretty much just going through this entire, like, just scanning, like you said, scanning through the list, there's only like one that I disagree that it should be at, that's Bjork's Toast. Beyond that, but no, I Goodbye Yellow Brick Road should be it should be top 20 easy.
Yeah, I think so too. Cause it was, man, I knew I liked Elton John. I didn't know how much I liked Elton John until listening to that album. Like, if I'm not blown the fuck away by like the top 20, top 10, top 30, I'm gonna be, and I know I'm not, I'm gonna be disappointed. So.
Yeah, I got the same feel. So like that's what I feel like Goodbye Yellow Brick Road is like the new gold standard. Like, that's
pretty much. Yeah.
Are you at that level to be at least a 10 or at least a 9.5?
Yeah, pretty much. Because like, I mean, it's not even like, I mean, I'm the blues guy, so Zeppelin should be above this, theoretically, but no, I'm sorry. This is better than the Zeppelin album we listened to.
Oh, for sure. Oh, yeah. It blows the fuck out of, it blows every album we've listened to on this list out of the water. Like, every single one out of the water.
Cause Physical Graffiti was really good, but Zeppelin has better albums. The Beck album we listened to was amazing. Midnight Vultures, but,
it's close, but
this is better.
Yeah.
Kanye West, Get the Fuck Out of Here. Metallica, Get the Fuck Out of Here. Pink Floyd was not bad. P-Funk was pretty good.
Good, but it's not, it was like,
I really enjoyed listening to P-Funk. I had a really good time listening to it, but it's not nearly what Elton John puts together.
Yeah. And that's personal feelings and aside, like, as far as like a rubric goes, as categorizing albums and like what they do for you. Dude, that album
was,
it was fucking hit me sideways, man.
Yeah.
It hit me fucking sideways.
Yeah.
And to this day, I'm still singing All the Girls Love Alice.
Dude, All the Girls Love Alice is like my new favorite song. Like, okay,
it really is though.
Okay, so,
it really is, bro.
You know what? All the Girls Love Alice is my new Felicia.
Oh shit, it's like that?
Yeah, dude, it's that good. It's that fucking good. I find myself singing it on a fucking daily basis, just like for months after I heard Felicia, I was singing it on a daily basis, and I'm doing that with All the Girls Love Alice. Man, it's Felicia tier for me. It just is.
Nah, you're right. It's a perfect song, like Felicia. No, you hit the nail on the head on that.
I'm just saying, man, like, that song blew me out of the water the first time I heard it, and then ever since, just, it keeps doing.
Yeah.
So.
It doesn't get old.
And no, it doesn't. It really doesn't.
It really doesn't.
So yeah. So, I don't know.
I want to throw something at you.
Okay.
I know it's going to be a minute before we get to like our next break, but I
5 more?
do, yeah. I have noticed we haven't done anything country.
You're right.
So, what do you feel about doing like our next break, doing like some country album?
Sure.
I was thinking something non-traditional country.
Sure.
I was thinking like
Willie Nelson?
I was thinking The Devil Makes Three.
I don't know who that is.
Yeah, you do.
Do I?
You do. You just don't know. Yeah, you
Okay.
do. You do. You just don't know. You do.
What about Hank 3?
That's exactly. Get out of my fucking head. That's exactly what I was gonna say. Let's do fucking Devil Makes Three and Hank 3.
Okay.
Because going straight to hell and
man, I love that album.
yeah, because it's fucking legit as shit.
Yeah, it's awesome. Okay, well then let's try and remember that. Hopefully we can get some of our other plans done sometime in the next month or two also, but we'll get there.
Oh, for sure.
Anyway.
No, we can throw some bonus episodes.
Yeah.
It didn't have to be.
So anyway, you got anything else about this particular album? About Atmosphere?
I would like to do God Loves Ugly. Just to I want to do that album later, just to kind of get your perception, because it's, like I said, it's a little more lyrical heavy and it's a little more textured, like word wise. But again, the beats aren't there. But it's my favorite album of his, and I think I don't know. Right. I'd like to see your opinion.
All right, we'll throw it on the back burner for now, and we'll get there.
That's all. Beyond that, you know, there's a really cool video. There was like a MTV2 short, and it's I think it's Murs who's on the label, the Rhymesayers label.
Okay.
It's his son who's like 6 years old, and it's like this video of like Ant and Slug talking to each other, and then Ant goes up to Slug and says, "Hey man, this guy's been fucking throw your name around. He wants to battle you, man." And he comes up and they're like under an overpass and shit. And it's this like 7-year-old kid or 8-year-old kid that he's fucking rap battling.
Right. All right.
And then Slug loses because he's like, this nigga ate my lunch. All
right. Well, fucking everybody needs to look that video up then.
I will say I'd put that up, but I'm not going to remember.
All right. Well, if you send me the link, I will try to remember to add it to the show notes, which I've only done one show note ever, and it was a gigantic butt plug.
That is true.
Yeah, it was worthy. So anyway, that's all I got. So thanks for listening, everybody. You can find us wherever you find your podcasts, iTunes, Stitcher, YouTube, sadpandapresents.com, maybe Spotify. I don't know if we're approved there yet. Hit us up on Facebook.com/sadpandapresents podcast. That's the best place to like actually get in touch with us, and we'll see your comments and we'll message you back and stuff like that. Let us know if you want us to review an album, and fucking let us know what you thought about this album. Let us know what you think about the episode. Next time, we're going to get back on that list, and we are going to be talking about Michael Jackson's This Is It, number 85.
I thought it was Off the Wall.
Oh, is it? It's probably Off the Wall. I don't have it pulled up.
I believe it's Off the Wall.
Well, maybe, you know what? I'm just extremely unprofessional.
Yes.
It is.
What about any of this?
It is Off the Wall. Shane was right.
Off the Wall.
I was wrong. I don't know why the fuck I said This Is It.
This is it. Baby, yeah.
Yeah, my bad. So next time we'll be talking about Michael Jackson's Off the Wall, number 85.
Yep. All right. Well, thank you, everybody. I hope you enjoyed this episode. Please give Atmosphere a listen. Give it a shot. I hope you like it. You do agree, let us know. If you disagree, let us know. And we'll be nice. We're not going to be dicks about it or anything.
Well, no promises.
Not too face or anything.
So yeah.
Not where there's like evidence and stuff. But anyway, thank you guys for listening. I hope you liked it.
Bye.
Goodbye.
Something
난 위키 줄